Bengaluru, school managements in Silicon Valley City were in for a rude shock when they found out that students' water bottles had alcohol in them. Now, students had got pre-mixed alcoholic drinks with them to school. In fact, the Delhi Public Group of Schools conducted the check in all their 5 branches and they discovered nearly 16 instances of children carrying alcohol. Interestingly, the recent check by school management comes in the backdrop after some schools received calls from pubs and restaurants to keep a check on students as they had been seeing an influx of underage children entering pubs.
In a surprise check conducted by school management, it was found that nearly 5 branches of one particular school had children carrying alcohol, pre-mixed alcohol, in the water bottles, either mixed with water or fruit juice is what we're given to understand. In fact, this particular random check and the sudden surprise check by the school management comes in the backdrop of after various restaurants and pub owners have alerted the school management saying that they have seen a huge influx of school children in fact entering pubs. And this definitely comes as a shocker because imagine that the children that we're talking about is in the age group anywhere between 12 and 15. Clearly, it's the school-going children. And as far as the school management is concerned, they are not looking forward to directly confront the children. Instead, they're trying to educate the ill effects of the alcohol. Also, we understand that there are some schools where they have also roped in some of the reformed alcoholics to in fact educate the school children about all the ill effects of alcohol, and we also understand that they will be coming up with more and more awareness as far as alcohol and substance abuse in children are concerned.
You have MRP shops around, you have various other outlets to get liquors. So now the responsibility is on both the parents as well as the school system, because children go in shops and they get mixed up with beverages, so that definitely there is a biggest threat in the system, so that you should have some random checking in the classroom, like we have a back check period and we have other surprise checks, so that you have a one side moral fear that there might be check and we might be caught.
The the parents plays a major role to the all ages of the kids. It can be small children, it can be the later before 10, it can be starting with a pre-teenage or the teenage. So in all the areas, parents' presence is very much required.
Well, substance abuse is one of the threats that children in the 21st century, especially urban areas, are facing. And this is where the responsibility comes in at very different levels. At a school level, school as a safe space, looking at school safety in terms of the structural safety of the building, but also school safety that creates awareness among children on the risks and the threats that they face in society and how they can be protected from them, or where they can seek help where needed. That's extremely important. It's also important that parents and family members, elder brothers and sisters, keep an eye on how their siblings are. Ensure they have the information that is needed to protect themselves. And very importantly, that when there is strong regulation on these events, you go around any pub or any alcohol place, there will be a sign about the age limit. But are we really enforcing compliance with that? That's also another element that we need to look at. So it really requires the system, the family, the society to take action so that children don't fall prey to substance abuse.